I was raised to understand that every month was Black History Month. That every day, my ancestors, contemporaries, and dreamers like myself can, shall, and continue to make history. I would realize through the education I received from my parents and my own travels that Robert Johnson, Louis Armstrong, Sarah Vaughan, and Slick Rick were one and the same. Native storytellers who shine a light on our purpose, preserved our legacy, and without question rocked the house. Some might argue that this here scribe is talking a whole lot of jazz, but anyone fly enough and culturally astute enough to listen will hear what I'm saying. We are here. From the beginning, forever, we continue to rise.
What's good, y'all? This is the Hood Geniuses podcast. This is episode 56, and there will be no Lady T today. She's feeling under the weather. She's sick, so shout out Lady T. Hope you feel better. Young queen, you know what I'm saying? She got a birthday coming up. Make sure y'all go check on Lady T. Ask her how she feeling, you know what I'm saying? So shout out Lady T. So today's show is loaded. Got a lot of things we're going to talk about. My guest co-host is Miss Queen 215. If y'all listen to episode 1, she was on a lot of episodes actually early on. So, you know, that's my guest co-host, Queen 215, which aka is Big Sis. You know what I'm saying? To those who didn't know, that's my big sis. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so what's good? What's good, Queen 215? How you been? How's your week going?
It's going, okay. What's good in the hood, everyone? As he said, this is Miss Queen 215 sitting in for my Queen 215, Lady T.
Get it together.
I know the wine that wine is getting to me, like really. This Chardonnay, like. But anyway, shout out to all the people who are celebrating their birthdays month of February. Happy birthday to you all. Lady T, get well. Get well. I love you.
Yeah. So we're going to get into the shout outs. Got to shout out the Facebook group. Oh, yeah. The Hood Geniuses Facebook group. I'm very excited and happy about all the members we have and all the active members, you know, that's actually participating each week on a different post. You know, we have discussions on everything. You know, some is funny, some is entertaining, some is serious. You know, it's good. And I gotta actually shout out Miss Queen 215 for actually getting the group popping. We've been had the group.
You said popping, huh?
Yeah, you got the group popping, yo. Wow. You know what I'm saying? I started the group like 6 months ago, and I didn't know what to really do with it. I just was like, damn, I wanted a community for the Hood Geniuses podcast. For those who sometimes maybe can't catch the episodes or whatever, for whatever reason they haven't listened, but they get to see what we talk about, whatever. I share the latest updates, what's going on with the podcast inside the group. And I mean, listen, one day I looked like, damn, my notifications is going crazy. You know, Queen 215 had that thing popping, yo. I was like, damn, yo, people was hitting me up like, yo, the Facebook group. Let me get in that, John. Yo, the Hood Geniuses Facebook group, yo.
And you know, a lot of my friends that joined the group, they love it, okay? Because like I said, you know, so it's like they make new friends. They find, you know, networking, you know, if they have businesses or whatever, or just share some tidbit information, you know, because that's what we all about, you know, networking and helping one another. And, you know, I'm glad to be a part of it, you know, and I'm glad you feel as though I got it popping. But, you know, just things was just popping up in my head, all these different topics. And, you know, I'm sitting back and I'm listening to, you know, people talk about their week, their life and what's going on, you know. So I'm like, well, maybe I can just add this and throw this question out, you know, to the group and see what, you know, their thoughts are. So, you know, hey, shout out to all of you guys because, you know, everyone is good. Everyone have great topics and You know, and one thing I can say, what I do like, this is a seasoned, mature group. You know, no one is throwing shades at each other.
Right,
no one's arguing. No one's fighting. I mean, you know, no one is throwing like slurred, you know, little comments. And it's, you know, I love you all, you know, because like I said, this is a mature, seasoned group. And we all talk about the different topics, and we share, you know, different information, and I just love it. I'm on it. Sometimes I have to say to myself, "Oh my God, I gotta stop." You know, like give somebody else a chance to, you know, to share some information.
Good,
but you know, I'm not selfish. I'm selfless.
Yeah, that's what's up. I also need to shout out a friend of the show named Charles Hardy. Well, we call him Chuck. You know what I'm saying? I gotta shout him out because he recently was on NBC 10. NBC 10 was honoring his uncle, he was a brilliant African American architect. He designed the famous Philadelphia Art Museum, and he also designed Duke University's the main quad.
Get out of here.
Yeah, so we definitely that's definitely shouting out Charles Hardy and his family and his wife Tiffany Hardy. You know what I'm saying? So definitely shout out the Hardys and his late great grandfather named Julian Abel. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can look that up. You know,
history in the making.
Yeah, definitely.
We as black people, we make history every day. So you know, I really hate that they want to just celebrate Black History Month in the month of February when we make history every day. History, okay? But in addition to that, I want to piggyback. We have an uncle, Uncle Bob Wilkinson, Robert Wilkinson. He was an engineer, and he designed the bridge that's over there on City Line Avenue.
Yeah,
it's like a walk, right?
The City Line Avenue Bridge. Damn, that's our family.
Yeah, so shout out to you know, again, history in the making.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's awesome. You know what I mean? That's real dope shit, yo. But we're gonna get into this week's topics, and it's definitely loaded. It's a loaded one. You know, a lot of stuff happened this week. It's been a crazy week, yo. I mean, I didn't get into you know, how my week was. My week was cool, you know. I just stayed focused on the job. I ain't let the negativity get to me because it's a lot of miserable people at in my job. You know, I don't let the miserable people. Yeah,
it's mine.
People come to work miserable, yo, and they want to put that negative energy off on you, and I'm just not allowing it, yo, because I go in with a positive vibe and. Look, I'm just knock these 8 hours out, and I know I got bills to be paid. Let me get this money. You know what I'm saying? So, you say, get this money. I know that's right,
Shout
yo.
Out Country Cooking.
Yeah, but she got that from, you know, the rapper boy that's doing time. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, whatever. But yeah, shout out Old Country, whatever, Soul Food, Philly, Saudia. You know what I'm saying? Saudia and shit, you know what I'm saying? That's up there in North Philly, 20. You know what I'm saying? Yo, hold up, I ain't getting paid for that, yo. Just shout her out, yo. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna get into this week's topics. I'm gonna start off first with Bill Cosby. He returned back to doing stand up. He's back, y'all. Okay. You know, shout out the legend, yo. He's iconic. Yes. You know, he's what? Bill's in his 80s, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's probably in his early 80s. Yeah. Pretty much, yeah.
So it's good to see that Bill is back doing what he loved. You know what I mean?
But a lot of people don't like to see him back. To me, and you know, I just think that's kind of messed up. You know, the man still got to make some earnings. You know, you got to give the man for what he was valued for and doing, and you know, he paid and opened up doors for us. You know what I mean? So, you know, whatever happened in this past, like recently or whatever, let it be going. Like seriously, because there was a lot of gold diggers trying to come up and get paid off of him and try to make millions. But as you see, it didn't happen because look where he at. He's still back in business.
Yeah. You know, hopefully, you know, Bill can get a little tour going. You know what I mean? You know, that's one of our icons, yo. It is what it is. You know, no disrespect to the fucking Me Too movement and all that kind of crazy shit. I don't even know how that was brought about for real. But That shit is wild, yo. And I'm not disrespecting the women out there that actually, went through, the rape stuff and being
some of them did go through, but see, some of them is trying to come up and just either be known. They want to be, how can I put it? I don't want to sound like I don't believe them. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But you have a lot of shady women out here today, and the Me Too thing, I just really wasn't. Let me just clarify everything. I don't like this stuff. My thing is, if something should have happened to you at that moment, then you should have spoke the hell up and said something. You understand what I'm saying? Why are you going to wait 10, 20 years and then you going to wait till a group of women come out and say something? Then it's, me too. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Well, I mean, yeah. Why? I just don't see. Maybe I don't understand it or whatever, but I just don't feel as though that it's right that you do have some innocent men out there, and the women probably was taking it the wrong way. You understand what I'm saying? And it blew up to this. You understand what I'm saying? Me too. Everything is me too. Me too. That happened to me too. Well, if it happened to you, why didn't you say something sooner? Yeah. Like, come on.
Yeah.
All that shit is bullshit, for real. I don't like it.
Yeah,
Because we have a lot of, it affected a lot of innocent men. Okay, now don't get me wrong. Some men you have out here, they do some shiesty stuff in the offices and this and that. And behind their wives' back, they do some, shiesty stuff. But in addition, we have some shiesty women that want to try to come up.
Yo, that's facts.
And that's not good. That's not good to have innocent men just because he may have said, "Oh, your hair look beautiful today," or "You beautiful," and then, "Oh, he sexually harassed me." Like, they taking it to the limit. Like, it should just be a code. Women and men, if you in an office working together, just keep your hands and stuff together. I mean, to yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's a thin line with that shit.
And not only that, they shouldn't be dating each other. It's
work.
Yeah, I can't. I don't like that.
But that ain't gonna never stop because that's just the way humans are.
Well, you know what I mean? So you're not supposed to shit where you work. Like, come on.
Well, that's how I feel.
Yeah, I feel
you know what I'm saying?
Way.
I'm not busting. I'm not busting no broad's ass at my job. Yo, I'm just not into that. You know what I mean? It's too many women out here that actually. You don't have to do that.
No, that's
you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get it. Yeah, it's a whole fucking topic,
that, right?
Yo. We talked about that with the homie Ben Gotti, the sex in the workplace.
Yeah.
Y'all can go back to the previous season 1.
I like that one.
That was actually one of our top 5 episodes. Go listen to that. Sex in the Workplace featuring guest co-host Ben Gotti. Shout out Ben Gotti. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna go to the next topic. The next topic I want to get into is this Drake video.
Yeah.
God's Plan. This dude literally is walking through the hood of the real Miami, and
that we don't see. We
giving
don't
out racks.
Yeah.
He's literally walking up to people giving out racks, yo. He gave out close to $1 million. You know what I mean? I gotta applaud that boy. I wasn't a fan of him, but I'm a fan of him now. Because seeing that was
real.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm keep it all the way 100. When I first seen it, I teared up.
Yeah, it made me cry.
I teared up, yo, because that's doing some real shit, yo. He doing more than what a lot of other entertainers doing for the platform he have. You know what I'm saying? I know some people on that level, they are doing things that's not getting, recorded or airplay or whatever. And shout out to them too as well. But to see this,
it was touching.
To see this from Drake, which he's a major
but you know what I like?
Pop artist.
You know what I like? How he had it titled God's Plan.
Yep.
It wasn't so much of him. It's what he just doing his purpose, what God wanted him to do. And to me, when I saw that the video, it brought tears to my eyes because, I don't see any pastors in the community doing anything like that.
Talk it.
No, and don't get me wrong. I am a Christian, but I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real, and I'm just going by what I see. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Not to say that because some of the things that I may not see that is not occurring, but I see a lot. I know a lot of pastors. Put it this way. And in the community, in our black communities, I do not see this going on. And when I saw this video of Drake just walking up on families, giving them stacks of money in cars, shopping sprees, giving donations to the schools. Now, here's the thing. They always sit up here and say, we don't have no money for the public school. Okay, but yet and still, they got this lottery stuff that they give away all the time and this and that. So you mean to tell me you can't have a lottery for our children's education? You can't, you know, some of these celebs, these top celebs and politicians and pastors, you mean to tell me y'all can't come up and try to get, you know,
like some
extra curriculum
outside of the government?
Yeah,
you know what I'm
funded.
outside of the
within themselves, they can fund it. You understand what I'm saying? All these celebs, they got money, and they always say they want to give back to the community. No, when I say the community, Drake went to the hood,
real hood. Ain't
that La vida, Miami. It wasn't none of that. You know what I mean? This was some real hood stuff. I mean, he made these families cry. You understand what I'm saying? You don't know how you touched somebody's heart. You understand what I'm saying? They can be struggling. Well, shoot, we all struggling. You know what I mean? But you ain't. You when somebody bless you with something like that, you don't even know. That's like he said, God's plan. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying?
It's all with the song and everything.
Yeah, that was beautiful. And if more people can do that, you understand what I'm saying? I mean, those children were happy. You understand what I'm saying? The kids, because he donated money to the school, because they didn't have no extra curriculum. They didn't have no sports. They didn't have none of that. So he donated money so that they can have it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yo, dope. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Drake and his whole team, OVO. And here's the thing, yo. He ain't even from Miami. You know what I'm saying? He from Toronto.
But you know
what I mean? No, he's a Canadian. He came to one of the grimiest hoods in America and did that. Yeah. You know, I mean,
that's awesome.
He also, I don't know if you know this, but he also came to Philly, and he donated some stuff for Strawberry Mansion School, like paid for their the basketball team and everything. Yeah. That's when him and Meek was cool. Yeah. So, you know, because Meek, you know, he does things too for the hood too. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So, you know, shout out Meek too. But it's just nobody did it on this kind of level.
No, he did. He was giving out money.
I mean, damn, close
like
to $1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, shout out Drake again.
He's giving out cars, money. You know?
Yeah.
That's a blessing. Yeah. That's a real blessing. And that's what it's all about. Yeah. If you already have, you should give. Well, you can't take it with you when you die. You know?
Not at all.
And see, what people fail to realize, blessings mean happy. That means when you pass off your blessing to somebody else, you understand what I'm saying? Another person is standing in the mix waiting for their blessing. You understand? It's contagious. It just keeps it going. That positive, that energy, it keeps it going. And if more people was like that, this world will be a better place.
Yeah, facts. Okay, we're gonna go into the next topic. I want to get into Philly's A-Town. You know, he's beefing with Snacks. Okay, if those who don't know who A-Town and Snacks are, they pretty much are the viral misfits, or AKA internet sensations. Oh, okay. Here's A-Town right here. You know, they beefing over money. He's a special kid. Let me just play this. Yeah, you know, so they can hear.
I seen it last year, and it's just terrible. They making money on him.
It's okay. He could do his own thing, but he won't let me do my own thing.
A-Town wants to move on, and he has every right to. All right. What Snacks needs to do is grow up, be the man that he's not, and leave it alone. Go on and live your life with you and your family. Do your thing. Because A-Town is going to do his thing. And that's what he's trying to do.
Right.
But this one is just being petty.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Now, as far as that conversation, he's not telling you everything.
No, he's not.
All right? And like I said, bottom line, if A-Town doesn't want a certain content on his page, that is his choice, his right. Regardless of whatever they've been through, that is his choice. Just like at one point he didn't want to put up any comedy on his page because he wanted to be taken seriously as a rapper, which apparently we see how that worked out.
Yeah, so basically, A-Town and Snacks, they beefing over money. And for those who don't know, A-Town, you know, he blew up. He's an internet sensation, you know.
I think it's disability, don't he?
Yeah, you seen him, you know, he's special, yo. You know what I'm saying?
You can't say special. Disability.
Disability, whatever, yo. The bull's special. And here's my thing, right, yo. People fucked up, yo. People fucked up because my whole thing is his family was benefiting off this shit. You know, they want to benefit off making fun of his disabilities. He's fucking special, yo. You know what I'm saying? And when he blew up and, you know, he was actually being paid thousands, 10,000s for appearance to go co-host parties. A-Town only like three apples high, yo. That motherfucker small as shit. He a fucking dwarf. He like this fucking tall, yo. He's special. He didn't look like you know what I'm saying? So they was cashing off on him. You know what I'm saying?
I blame his mother.
I blame his whole family because they all was cashing in on him. But then he hooked up with some guy, some young boy here in Philly named Snacks, and they was like them two formed some little duel of internet sensation. Well, I call them fucking viral misfits and shit. And I knew the shit wasn't gonna last. But here's the thing: when he was popping about like 3 years ago,
yeah, I remember.
They had him coming to the school giving motivational speakers. Motivational speeches. And you see the way he talk.
Come on
now. Who the fuck in them school administrations is approving A-Town to come to your fucking school to have this dude talk to your child, yo?
Okay. Well,
come on, yo, stop it.
I'm gonna look at it on both sides.
Please do.
Because look, all right, I understand what you're saying and where you get that. I understand that part, but this is America. You understand what I'm saying? Freedom of speech. Regardless if you have a disability or not. You understand what I'm saying? So, I don't know which age group that he was geared to and speaking with, but you can't discriminate. You understand what I'm saying? So, I see both sides. I see your side. I understand what you're saying. But the school cannot discriminate. They can't, because here's the thing. If they was to discriminate and say, oh, you can't speak to our kids, you know, because you have a disability. What can you teach or what could you tell our children? They can't do that. They can't.
Well, they reached out to him like he is, you know what I'm saying?
I understand it, but here's the thing.
Like, they reaching out to him like he Langston Hughes or some shit, yo. I mean, who the fuck is he something to aspire to? Listen, if that was my child and she come home like daddy, she come home like daddy, yo.
He may know stuff, but he has
coming to my school. No, fuck that.
Disability.
A-Town coming to my school and he's going to talk to us and yeah, you know, everybody's excited. Yo, fuck that, yo. I'm going to have a problem with that.
No, listen, it's what is it? What's the Disability Act?
Leave him in the
What's
Special
the Disability
Olympics.
Act? No, stop. You can't do that.
Leave him for the Special Olympics, yo.
See, you can't do that. Y'all cannot mess with the disability people. But here's the thing. What I don't like, popping bottles. But what I don't like is the family cashing out on him. That they were wrong for starting it. Okay, they were wrong for starting it. So that's why now, because it's not going their way, because you was wrong in the beginning. It shouldn't have been. It shouldn't have never happened. It really shouldn't. Now, was he talking to other disability children or was it just regular school age?
Regular kids. They was posting videos. I seen this shit on IG.
Cool.
So I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this, yo?
So
that's why I was like, yo,
commercial. Maybe he was just doing a commercial.
There wasn't no commercial.
Maybe he was
on the stage doing I was just chirping. All that dumb shit. Like, what the fuck is that teaching our kids, yo? They don't give a fuck about our kids in the public school district, yo. You know what I'm saying? Because it was the, public school.
That wasn't here, though.
Philly.
No, it wasn't.
He from Philly. A-Town is from Uptown.
In North Philly.
Uptown. Uptown.
Y'all knew. I don't.
What you call Uptown?
North Philly. Like, I mean, I just
it's
never called
now.
it. I never called it Uptown.
You know, Uptown is
they call it
from
Mount
where,
Airy, Germantown.
Up that way.
I
You
lived
know what I'm
up
saying?
there.
Like,
yeah,
you
but
know.
I never called it Uptown. Mommy never called it Uptown.
They call it Uptown
Oh
now.
well.
You know what I'm
North
saying?
Philly is North Philly. Point blank. I don't care
no,
if you
different.
say no. Germantown, Mount Airy, and all that is all that shit is North Philly. It's Upper North Philly. It's Upper North Philly.
You can't say so.
Yeah,
you know.
Well, anyway,
It's it is what it is.
It is.
Yeah,
but I just don't like the fact that
they came up.
Don't talk about disability people.
Yeah.
And they shouldn't. His mom shouldn't have never did it. They never should have inspired them to do that. But once again, you cannot discriminate. So
Yeah.
there it is.
Okay. On to the next topic. Next topic. Remy Ma, she's working on her album. She released 2 singles. I'm not banging with them 2 singles, but I'll get into that a little later. But Remy Ma, she dropped Vince.
Yeah, I was going to say that. What's her name?
Tamar's Braxton's cousin. Vince. I don't know his last name.
No, we'll say more Braxton. No,
that's her stage name. But I don't know his name. But fuck it, his name Vince. He's a well-known producer. Remy dropped him as one of her producers.
I can't believe it.
I think it's based on because he's chasing after crazy ass Tamar.
Yeah, Tamar. They getting back together, tripping. Which I already knew they were going to get back together. But he needs to stay about his business. You know,
focus.
He needs to stay focused. And see, here's the thing: Tamar's being selfish, I think, because when she was about her business, her focus, everything was about her. Well, you know, your husband has this business and have artists. Well, here's the thing. She's just insecure anyway. And Remy about her money. She like, look, y'all ain't gonna be messing up my money. So she dropped him. How you feel about that?
But you need to stay focused. You know, yams is a hell of a drug, yo. You know what I'm saying? It really is, because this nigga is a hell of a producer. You know what I mean? And he gotta, and it's crazy. You know, I know he getting money, but damn, Remy dropped
Hubert.
Shit, I don't know. Whatever.
I think it's Hubert.
Motherfuckers know what we talking about. You know what I'm saying?
I just like to know though.
You know, Remy dropped them. But I'm going to get into Remy, yo. She released 2 singles. I don't know the names of them. The first one she did.
Who's managing her now?
Who managing who?
Remy.
I don't know. I don't know what man. Should I think Fat Joe? Shit, I don't know. You know
he was doing that before though, right?
Yeah, before. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But my whole thing is, I was fucking with the song that she did with Little Kim, the first single. And it was pretty much a remake. No. Okay. Little Kim is featured on her single. I don't know if you heard it. Remy first single.
Got you.
Then she released another single that's with Chris Brown. And it's another fucking remake. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Why would you release 2 fucking singles, the remake of songs that's already been out and known? You don't do that.
You don't do that.
That's bad. You know what I'm saying? You want to have originality. You know what I mean? And I fuck with Remy. Remy is dope. She's a dope rapper. I fuck with the female rappers. You know what I'm saying? It's just the fact that Cardi B is out here winning.
Oh my gosh. Please don't say her.
You don't fuck with Cardi?
No, I don't like her. Oh, she be talking like that. Everybody, how y'all doing? Oh, yeah, girl, I got this. I can't stand her. Did she graduate from school?
I don't know.
I don't think
but you know, I throw her into the
I can't stand it.
You know, she came up with the A-Town and all that shit though, right?
I don't care.
She in the
she been rapping for a long time. Yeah.
No, it ain't even with the rap. She was like A-Town. Okay. Doing dumb shit on Instagram.
And they found her. They picked her up.
And they found her on there. Then they got her on.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't.
You know, the reality.
But here's the thing. It's like they don't want to pick you up if you're positive, you're focused, you got your shit going on. They always want you to look like an asshole. They always want to make you, well, I ain't going to say they, but they enhance. But you are the people are the individual are the ones that want to make themselves look like an asshole, a clown, a buffoon. She's a clown. I really don't like her. Like, I think she is getting by because of her looks. Because to me, personally, she don't sound educated. I know that could be a bias thing that I'm saying, but she just, I don't like her. What did she stand for? Like, Cardi? Yeah, like, what is she doing for she doing like for people?
Cardi reps. You know why she's winning?
I don't like her.
Because she's ratchet and she reps for
what I'm saying.
She reps for the underdog.
Yeah.
The same reason why people like the Eagles, because they was the underdog. People love the underdog story. And nowadays, the more ratchet you are,
You're winning.
you answered it. You know what I'm saying? You answered it. You know what I mean? So
And that's terrible. I think it's really terrible. Here. Let me pour you some more.
oh, hold on.
Say that? Oh.
Yeah. What the fuck, yo? This is Hood Genesis, yo. You pour that shit, yo. You pop it, you pour it.
Here.
You sip it, you
When
drink
it's Sunday,
it.
I needed
What the
it.
fuck is
I had to
yo?
work today, and
Yeah. Get that fucking energy up, yo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but
Cardi B.
no, we going to the next
No, I'm
topic.
just saying, I just don't like her. I don't see what people see in her.
Well, you know,
I don't like her song.
she's ratchet, yo.
Like
She's ratchet. She like to pop that pussy. You know, it is what it is. That's.
But wait a minute,
is.
she engaged, right?
Yeah, she engaged to one of the Migos, and they popular. They popping right now. Migos is, you can't say nothing wrong about the Migos right now.
Okay.
You know, they like the kings of fucking mumble rap
Well,
right
then that's
now.
why
You know what I'm saying?
why they pushing her up then. It's
Yeah.
who she connected to.
Yeah, so we go to the next topic. The next topic is LeBron James. He's doing a reboot of the House Party movie. What do you think about that?
Is he in it?
No, LeBron.
He's producing.
LeBron is in the movie game now. He
Oh, wow.
produced a lot of shit.
Okay.
TV shows,
Oh, really?
movies.
Well, that's good. He's spreading his money out.
Smart
Good.
man. No,
Smart.
I fuck with
Yeah,
LeBron,
business.
and he dope ass business.
I'm not gonna say that because I don't like him either. But
God damn,
I
you
got
don't
a
even know the
reason.
man. You
I
talking about you don't even like him, yo.
No,
Stop that
no,
shit,
listen, he's selfish.
Fuck LeBron.
I tell
do,
you, I tell you.
But anyway,
Yeah.
we doing.
that's good.
He's doing
No,
a reboot
what he's
of the
doing is
House
good.
Party movie. What do you think about that?
Is he gonna have to bring back the original people?
No, he said it's a reboot. It's
Well,
a
then
whole
don't you?
new-
I don't like that. When they
new
say
cast,
reboot,
everything.
I don't like that. No.
Yeah.
But because here's the thing: if you want to do like they was doing Martin Lawrence show, if you want to do something like that, bring back the original characters. People want to see that. You understand what I'm saying? Because all you doing now is copycatting. Well, you got the same, you using the name, but different art, different people. No, keep the people. I think keep the people.
Hey.
Keep the same people.
Nah, you can't do
Yeah.
that. Kid and Play.
No.
Kid and Play don't got a box no more. He got a motherfucking.
He can get one. They got wigs.
He got a sunroof now.
They got male wigs.
You know
He
what
got
I'm saying?
sunroof.
You
All
can't have
wigs.
Kid and Play doing old ass dances. You know, this nigga got
They can
arthritis
be
right by
trained.
now. You know what I mean?
No,
So
no.
listen,
You can
my
do
whole
something
thing is
else.
with it. You know, the whole House Party thing was dope, but
It's not gonna be the same.
I don't know
Some
about
things
it
you
being
just need
good,
to-
though.
Yeah, some things you just need to leave alone. Like that, the House Party. I think Martin Lawrence. That's a good thing that they want to reboot it, but leave it alone. Like Good Time. They ain't think they was talking about doing Good Time first, long time ago. Now to me, that would be good. Only person that's not there is Florida.
yeah,
Damn.
you silly as shit. She did. You know what I'm saying? She did.
That's the only one that's not there.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, stuff like that, just leave it alone. It was a once upon a time. Just let it go. Leave it alone.
Yeah.
Let us keep our memories of how it was. Think of something else and develop something else. Don't piggyback off of something that was already in the beginning. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
be more creative. To me, that's not being more creative because you're still piggyback off of the name, but you just want to bring in new characters.
Yeah.
No, I don't like it. No.
Okay. So you ain't fucking with it.
I don't like that.
So, only problem I have with it is for this era, these motherfuckers don't even know nothing about house parties. You know what I'm saying? We come from the era of the dollar parties, you know,
Yeah, blue
getting
light
Wallies.
special.
You remember the Wallies?
Nah,
You
I
ever
never
heard
did no
shit?
Wallies.
Get a Wally with a...
No.
the
No.
dude lay up on the wall with his back against the wall, and the chick, she grind her, you know, she touch her ankles.
She throwing it back.
and she throwing it back
She
at
throwing
you.
it back.
You know what I'm saying? In the dark. You know what I'm saying? It goes down. You know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute, they had the
Dollar
black
parties.
light. The black light.
Shit, shit. I've been to house parties where it's no light. You know what I'm saying? You don't
Black
even
out.
know what the broad look like. She
Oh,
could
that's
look like a
terrible.
gremlin or some shit.
No, it
yo.
may not even be a
You know what I
female.
mean?
Then you gotta be careful.
No,
Those type of parties now, huh?
no. That ain't go down back then. All that transsexual shit. I'm talking about in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? 80s, 90s. That's my era.
Well, that's when they started.
Nah, that shit wasn't like
in
it
the
is now,
80s.
yo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But we go to the next topic. You actually got kind of talked about the next topic is, and it's the reboot of the Martin Show. You know, they in serious talks right now. They not revealing all the details, but what do you think? Can a Martin Show right now have some type of success in this day, in this era?
Well, with Martin, I'm going to say yes. Because everybody loves Martin. Everybody loves the characters. The most important is, are the characters willing to participate? Because everyone was talking about, Gina's not going to be here. But I saw Gina on TMC when they all was having lunch. I think Martin, Pam, and Gina. And they were discussing, the TMZ was asking them questions, and they were talking about it. With Martin, yeah, I think that can work. Now, the only thing that they would have to really, really put in is real is the fact that Tommy died. Like, they should really put that in the script, that their boy Tommy died. You understand? Even though he did die, but I'm just saying they should add that in the script. You understand what I'm saying?
I agree with that. They
Yeah.
should add that.
They should add that.
Because it won't
can't-
make it kind of awkward if
Right.
you don't mention it.
Exactly.
So, with Tommy being dead, and you ain't gotta say how he died or
Right.
whatever, but they can mention,
Oh, my boy, Tommy, damn, he ain't here no more. Oh, my God. Like, that could be the first episode. That could be one of the first episodes that come on, because you're opening up. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're opening, what they call it, the reboot, the reunion, or whatever. That I would, if I was the producer or whatever, that's what I would have.
Yeah.
And then take it from the next act. But
Yeah, that's smart.
I could see it's a go. I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see Martin and them as being a go, because first of all, they were all friends. You understand what I'm saying? And what I love about the fact that all the issues, or any issues that Gina and Martin had, they squashed it. Because she took him to court for some sexual harassment and all that. That's why they went off the air, pretty much.
Yeah.
But as long I say it's a go.
Okay. All right.
Like I would love to see it, because I love.
Yeah,
that
I would
show.
love to see it because I missed.
That was the time I was when I first got married. I couldn't wait to see those episodes because I was young, and my husband was 7 years older than me. And Martin was talking some real stuff that we both could relate.
Martin was the man. I still watch the Martin show.
Martin,
You know what I'm saying? It's like classic shit, yo. I wouldn't mind. I like to see it, but I just hope it got to be right though. You know what I mean? I would love to see Martin step back into those characters.
Yeah.
Uncle Otis and fucking Kung Fu Boy, Jerome, all them
Little
motherfuckers.
boy with the nose,
the mom.
Yeah, I love.
You know what I'm saying? All that shit, yo.
Jerome,
I love to see that
Jerome,
shit.
especially
Jerome
Jerome.
shit was crazy, yo. But
And wait a minute. Didn't the dude from the 5th floor? What was his name? Brother Man. And then they had another man.
A lot of comedians came through here.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Martin was
Hustle
okay.
Man.
Hustle Man. Yeah, that was my
Tracy
boy.
Morgan.
Yeah.
That was when
Hustle
Tracy
Man.
Morgan was a fat boy.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I'm getting to the next topic. Next topic is T.I. He teamed up with Walmart to actually pass out 300 tickets for the Black Panther movie. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? Like earlier we were saying about these entertainers. You do
Did you
have
go
some
see that?
doing some huh?
Did you go see it yet?
No, well, we're gonna get into that later. Just one of the topics. But yeah, shout out T.I. and the Hustle Gang for doing their thing, providing some families to go see
That was nice.
the Black Panther movie. That was real dope.
I went to go see it last night. It was really good.
Yeah, we get into that later.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? You got any opinions on the T.I. thing?
No.
Okay. We go on to the next thing. Man, I hate that I even gotta talk about this because this was, like we always do. We talk about the things that was the highlights in the current week, and 17 young, promising people, teens, killed in a high school shooting in Florida. I think it was 17 or 18 kids killed. Senseless by a demon. Yup. I'm calling him a demon.
Yeah.
The suspect is a 19-year-old Caucasian male. That's what they do. They do mass shootings.
He didn't graduate from there.
And as far as I'm far as I know so far, they're trying to say that he had mental issues, but that's what they like to say when they are the actual suspect of something so evil.
But he knew what he was doing when he was in the act of doing.
Yeah.
So now I seen him.
He got mental issues.
He went to the hospital before they locked him up.
Yeah. But
see, that's come on.
But you know, Trump and the feds asked because he like, y'all actually seen that he was posting shit up.
Yeah. And they did
YouTube,
nothing.
The social media. And
they did nothing. He said that he was going to be some kind of shooter, the greatest shooter.
Yeah, greatest mass shooter in American history and all that kind of bullshit.
Then usually they supposed to
right
pull
there
you.
Is,
they supposed to shut you down.
That's it. Go to the crib.
Yeah, and go to the crib. Yeah.
Search you.
It was a lot of
and everything.
They had a lot of It was a lot of warnings because they said the kids were saying that's all he used to always talk about when he was in school, because I believe he got kicked out. He got kicked out the school. So he never graduated from there. But sad. Shouts go out to the family.
Yeah, definitely major shout out. Got all my blessings to that. You know, that's a horrible thing to know that your child can't go to school.
Or not, or come back home.
Come back home. You know, I'm kind of really fucked up about this. I was fucked up all week about this when I was reading this story because, you know, that's hard because when you got kids, your life is different. Yes. You could feel it. When somebody lose a child, you feel it. You know what I mean? And no knock to the people out there that don't have kids. I'm not saying that y'all can't feel the same, but I think it's different when you actually have kids. Yeah. Because you place yourself in those parents' shoes. You know what I'm saying? Just that feeling of knowing your child went to school, you know, and didn't come back based on, you know,
a demon.
A demon. That's what I'm calling him. He's a straight demon.
He looked like a demon. When I saw his picture, you see it on his face.
People that's out there that's spiritual, y'all know what I'm talking about. If you look at the suspect face, when they first revealed it,
I said,
look at his eyes.
He's a
I seen it. You can see it.
It's all his whole face.
See it, yeah.
You see it.
First thing
here.
First thing
it's
I
like
looked
a
at.
triangle. The eyes and all this and his ears.
He's a demon.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Very.
He allowed the devil to get into him.
He allowed it. You know what I'm saying? That's real.
Why would you? And then he had all these guns and going into the classroom and the kids calling their mother, their parents, telling them what's going on and saying, you know, I love you. I may not make it back home. They shooting in here. How you think that mother would feel on the other end? You understand what I'm saying? God forbid if it was me. I don't know what I would do. Yeah. I mean, I have, you know, people who have lost, like family, friends who have lost loved ones, but not to violence, not like that. And that's really a tragedy that your child go to school and don't come back home.
Dang.
Senseless. And you know what these are? These crimes is copycat. Because you know that happened in what? Sandy? No, it's not Sandy. In Connecticut. Right?
Yeah.
The other school killings.
Well,
But I don't understand. How did they allow him to walk in there? Where's the guards? Where's the security?
Motherfuckers relax. But here's the thing. What's even crazier? In Florida alone, within 45 days, there have been 18 shootings, high school shootings. Florida alone. So what comes into play right now is, you know, Florida is, you know, they loose with their gun laws. So now the big controversial thing is with Florida, man, from years to come, some gun laws might change because of this event. Because, you know, Florida is very loose with their gun laws. A lot of people go to Florida just to buy their guns. You know what I'm saying?
Well, with the gun laws, it needs to be revoked. Like, long time ago, this stuff should have been in the makings. Like, this is really getting out of hands. It's getting into the wrong hands. It's getting into our children's hands. They're actually bringing it into the community so that they can shoot and kill each other. You know, so, you know, we just gotta really pray. These are some praying times. These are the last days and times. It's too much going on, especially with our children. You know, I'm so sick and tired of hearing, you know, a child is dead. Like the senior man that what you call it, that killed the little girl. He driving, 80 some years old, hit the curb, little girl riding her bike. You understand what I'm saying? He 80 some years old. And you know, to me, it should be a limit on senior citizens that's driving. Like, I mean, I'm not getting off this subject, but it just the children, our babies are dying to these people's hands. Like it hurts me so bad. You know, this gun stuff and senseless killings with our children. It has to stop.
Yeah,
but it's the politicians that's allowing it to come into the neighborhood. They know it's a problem. Yeah. But here's the thing. That's just so that they can just, what they say, degenitize us, or what's the word? I can't even get it out my mind. It went left. They want us to kill each other, basically. You know, and it's sad. This gun stuff.
Yeah. Well, you know, that brought our spirits down, as you know. I'm sure y'all can hear. So we're gonna go to the next topic.
Can you pass me a tissue?
Yo, yes. I mean, I'm not to laugh at that. You know what I'm saying? I'm an asshole. So people that know me, yo, Ms. 100 is an asshole. Sometimes I don't know why I bust out with laughter with that, but you know, shout out to the families. Though, you know, I'm just not laughing at your pain.
I know.
Miss Queen 215.
You know I love my little kings and my queens, my princes.
So we're going. I want to shout out. Take the time to shout out Hanif Johnson.
Yes. Big shout out.
Yeah, those who don't know who I'm talking about, Hanif Johnson is the youngest appointed judge in Pennsylvania at 27 years old.
Yes.
African American, making waves. That's history, y'all. 27 years old, yo. We coming long ways, yo. I'm loving it.
A judge?
You know what I'm saying? He's a judge. 27 years old with the name Hanif. You hear the emphasis, the emphasizing of the Hanif. You know what I'm saying? He's a judge. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta actually shout out Lady T.
A first black male. That's the good thing.
Yeah. I mean, damn.
You know,
I meant not Lady T. Shout out Drew for actually bringing this to my attention. Hanif Johnson. That really touched me when you shared that with me. I looked it up. You know, I look up shit. People tell me stuff. I look it up, research it, and you know, I gotta definitely shout out Hanif Johnson.
He's the first black male in Pennsylvania to be a judge.
Yep. District judge.
At 27 years old.
Yeah, definitely. You gotta applaud that. Real talk. Clap that shit up, yo. You know what I'm saying? If y'all out there listening, clap it up. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna get to the next topic. Here we go, y'all. President. No, fuck 45. The name. 45. Wants to replace stamps with a Blue Apron type program. Come on, let's go. What you think about that, yo?
America Healthy Box. Get the hell out of here.
Hey, listen, you didn't certify the term for it, but what you think about that?
No, that's what they call it.
Yeah, I'm not saying. I didn't know that, but you know, thanks for saying it.
But here's the thing. How in the hell these people that need the EBT or SNAP? Let me just back it up. SNAP fed 1.3 billion families, okay, off of that. So now they had the freedom of using their EBT cards, is what it's called, electronic, am I right? Electronic benefit transfer or I don't know. EBT. They had the freedom of using it, and they can buy and purchase whatever type of food, whatever healthy food, if it's not healthy, whatever they can buy. They had the freedom to purchase. Now, number 45 wants to have, it's called America Healthy Box, where you get some meat in a can, you get canned food, you get pre-packaged food, you know, stuff that's going to kill you, basically. All right. I'm looking at it as controlled. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. How are you going to have these people who had the freedom of making purchases to now they have to receive a box of food, a meal? You understand what I'm saying? That's terrible. That's controlled. And it's not good. And it's the food that it's going to be in it. It's not going to be healthy. You understand? He told America healthy food. How is it that vegetables in a can healthy? It's sodium.
Yeah,
high in sodium, and the cans probably be all dented.
Yeah, but not only that, it's fucking up the hustle. And those with the green, platinum, express, EBT.
Yeah, because wait,
you know what I'm saying? It's fucking up the hustle. You know that's gonna fuck up the hustle in the hood, yo.
How they gonna stop that? Where some people make
they don't want them to get cash. That's his whole thing. They don't want them to get cash. He said, "Yo, it's supposed to be about food."
Yeah.
So he don't think they should get cash and food.
Wow.
Because you know they get medical, cash, and food. So he like, fuck it, keep the medical and the food. They don't need cash. That's his whole thing.
So how they supposed to live?
He don't give a fuck about that. But here's the funny thing about that. It's more Caucasians that's on
going to
welfare
be hurt. That's going to be hurt
than that. But
right.
You know how Trump roll.
You're right.
He don't give a fuck. See, people got a little twisted about Trump.
He don't care.
He do have some racist ways, but he's about
poor,
money.
Right. He don't care about poor.
If you poor and white
or black,
you consider equal black.
He don't care.
Poor and white.
Yep.
Caucasian.
Yep, Caucasian.
What the fuck, yo? Damn, this one. Hold the fuck up, yo. What is this? Glen Ellen Reserve.
It's Chardonnay. No.
Chardonnay.
That's the other one. It's Kendall Jackson.
Kendall Jackson. Okay.
Chardonnay.
Shout out Kendall Jackson and Chardonnay. This got me. Got me feeling nice, yo.
It's relaxing.
I'm starting to be a wine connoisseur now, yo. I don't even like beer and shit like that no more. Real talk. Somebody might offer me a beer and I drink it, but I'm like, damn.
You know how I used to like beer, right?
Well, yeah,
I don't drink it anymore.
And shout out Lady T. Lady T, I call her Homer.
Lady T?
Lady T like beer.
I'm Homer 1, you Homer 2. Guess what? I don't even drink it no more. I'm on my wine
kick.
Fuck
with the wine, John. And shout out Ben Gotti, yo. Ben Gotti, he's a big wine dude.
Yo, how we get off the subject? How we get off the subject?
Because we're the Hood Genius podcast. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Ben.
You know, continue. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. Trump, 45, whatever. You know, he's an ass clown.
No, but you know what gets me? How come he didn't get impeached? He was one of them harassers. You know what I mean? He was harassing women, but they ain't sit his ass down.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother story.
Yeah. Yeah, it is what it is. But you know what I advise you and others to do? Make sure you go on Netflix and look at this joint called Dirty Money. And it's a couple episodes on there.
The documentary?
Well, it's not a documentary. It's a show, right? Mm-hmm. And they actually get into different topics. Mm-hmm. But one of the episodes is called The Confident Man. Mm-hmm. And it's talking about Trump.
Oh, wow.
Talking about his whole life. They do a timeline.
I did see that. They did a timeline.
Keep this. The boy is fraudulent, yo.
Wait a minute, you talking about?
He's a crook.
Hold up, from when he was in college, his college days.
They ain't even do from college. They did from all they did was focus. No, they focused on all his business.
Okay,
and this is a little different. I think I seen the one you talking about. This one different, and I got to shout out. I gotta shout out Darlene Scott.
Hi, Darlene.
You know what I'm saying? She the one that actually told me to check that out.
Dirty Money.
And she said, you can learn from it. And she was right. I watched it and I'm like, damn. It's all confidence with him. He don't know shit.
No, he don't.
He didn't know nothing about banking. He didn't know nothing about.
But here's the thing.
Listen, he didn't know nothing about when he went in Atlantic City and got into the gambling shit. He ain't know nothing about that.
But guess who did? His brother. People. His brother was the one. But his family didn't like the brother.
He didn't even fuck with his family.
Right,
though.
that's what I'm saying.
Trump didn't even fuck with his family.
That's what I'm saying. He had a brother. You gotta research the brother. They didn't like the brother because the brother wasn't as sophisticated as him. This nigga, I did not say that. I'm sorry. Take it back.
Quit. It's already recorded.
I didn't mean to say that N-word. I don't like saying it, but that's the wine talking, not me. But number 45 didn't get along with his family and his brother. His brother was smart, but the family, you gotta check it out. That's all. But I take that back. Oh, I don't like saying that. Oh my God. You hear I said the N-word. That's not good.
What's not good about it? You a nigga.
No, I ain't no nigga. I ain't ignorant.
You ain't a nigga with the ER?
Nigga.
I know some niggas with the ER.
Okay,
don't get me started.
I don't like justifying it because it's all the same to me. It's just in a different.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It's just a different pronoun and an adjective.
You got a cracker, right? A cracker is you eat, right? You eat crackers, right? So it's a different meaning for cracker, right?
Shut up.
I'm gonna stop right there. But we're gonna go to the next. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we nice.
Tanya, please come back. Please. Come get him.
She can't take it, yo.
He got me turning into him. I'm saying the N-word and everything. Y'all, you know I don't talk like that.
Yo, this Hood Geniuses podcast.
You keep it real.
You know what I'm saying? So,
that's good. They
I gotta mention this real quick. You know, we're approaching the hour. Can you believe that? Time is just moving.
Oh, we was having so much fun.
But it's no problem though. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. You know what I'm saying?
And I love being back on here. I had fun.
Yeah.
You know,
listen. You see what she said?
I had fun.
You see what Queen 215 says? She has fun. When you come on a podcast, Hood Geniuses podcast, you come on here, everybody gets comfortable. You feel fun. You feel free. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? That sense of freedom is a good
And
feeling.
not because this is my brother, but I just believe that this podcast is the best. I have heard so many other podcasts, and I just have to say that his is the realest. Like I said, it's raw in your face. You just never know what's going to, topics is going to pop out. Him and that lady T. You know, I'm like more right down behind the scenes, helping them out and whatnot.
She like the street team, yo.
But I do like to sit in every now and then. You know, when Lady T is not here or whatever. Or like I keep telling you, you need to have a reunion of the other teams that was here. That would be a good one. That's what I thought you was going to have at the end of the year.
We're going.
Oh, okay.
Don't give stuff out, yo. People listening.
All right.
Everything got to be a surprise. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
But
just don't leave me out.
Listen. We're gonna have. I'm gonna get into this real quickly. I gotta actually do this real quick. I gotta mention this, right? I was just scrolling the internet, and I'm always looking for news, yo. This is crazy. A Peruvian prison inmate drugged his own twin brother, took the clothes off him, switched clothes so he can break out of jail, and they identical twins. So he drugged his own brother just so he could see his mom. So the brother that didn't do the crime, that's not a prisoner, he's in jail. So he did all this to see his mom. Like,
how did he get away with that though? Come on now. Oh, well, that's over there.
Peruvian, you know what I'm saying? And you know, different countries is different. You know what I'm saying? Our shit set up a little bit, kind of is more strict. You know, but I just thought that was a crazy story, yo. That you drug your own motherfucking kin to see his mom.
But where did he get the drugs from?
Well, come on, yo. Jail is like the hood, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Street,
You know what I mean? It's like the street.
Oh, that's crazy.
You know what I mean? I had to just mention that story. It's a crazy story. You can look it up on the internet. Real talk. Just check that story out. You can read more about it.
Sick or anything? Or he
he just wanted to see his mom. He missed mommy.
So
you know them boys.
Came to visit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, come on, yo. You know what I'm saying? But
some people don't. They like to visit.
And real quickly, I want to mention this because I'm a hip hop head. Shout out Nipsey Hussle for putting out one of the dopest albums I heard. And for this year, go listen to Victory Lap. Right, it's a really a dope ass album. He ain't on there trapping and no mumble rap or whatever. I gotta actually salute him because everything he doing is straight from the hustle, like his name.
Awesome.
He own his own masters. Wow. He own his own clothing line store. He has businesses, and he's a young guy. Guess he's the boyfriend of?
Who?
Actress Lauren London.
Get out of here.
Yeah,
Lauren
the pretty
London?
Chick with the dimples and shit. Lauren London.
Little Wayne?
Yup, you know it. Yeah, she got a baby, but they ain't been together for years. She do got a baby with Wayne, but all I'm saying is I salute his story, and he actually released this is his debut album, and it's called Victory Lap. Make sure y'all go download it, buy it, stream it. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. You know what I mean? I salute that. Yo, yeah, the young boy tripping, motherfucking Prince. You know
Stop
what I'm saying?
crying.
That's the little young boy dog, or whatever. Motherfucker tripping, yo. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I had to actually shout that out. We're going, well, before I wrap things up, I actually gotta talk about the Black Panther movie. That's, the discussion. I know Queen 215, she's seen it. I didn't see it yet. This episode is airing, we're recording on a Sunday, and this is actually airing Monday, February 19th, and I'm actually going to see Black Panther movie after I get off work. I already pre-ordered my tickets, so I'm gonna go see it. But I know Queen 215 don't want to mention too much about it.
But I can say this, everyone, to all my geniuses and my kings and queens and princess and prince, it's a must-see movie. I liked the movie because it wasn't like the typical stereotype things that they have us, doing, portraying, like pimps, whores, thugs, drug addicts. I can say that, and that's the least that I will say. I'm not going to, give you in too much, but I do also want to include, once you do go see the movie, make sure you stay for all the credits, because it's going to be a message that everyone needs to hear. And that was awesome, because they had a lot of, subliminal messages throughout the whole movie. But it was different. It wasn't something that I thought that it was going to be. You understand what I'm saying? But I enjoyed it. I stayed up because I went through the snow, and I went last night and all that snow. It was good. Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. And it had some little funny. It was like little humor. It's just a lot. I'm not gonna say no more.
Yeah. Here's the thing, yo. I'm definitely happy, that they can put out a black superhero, and it's getting this kind of respect and support. The only problem I have with it, and I gotta play devil's advocate with this. Real talk, I just got to. Okay. Motherfuckers out here wearing dashikis and throwing out the black fist for a make-believe fictional fucking character. Now, fuck all that, yo, because my whole thing is no, hold up. My whole thing is this. We had several movies that came out that should have got a lot of support, because they was actually about our history, our culture, and everything, and never didn't get support. And those movies that I'm talking about is James Baldwin movie, I Am Negro. Every black person should have went to fucking see that. It should have got the same support as this Black Panther movie is getting. James Baldwin, I Am a Negro.
Who was the producer?
It was a Spanish guy. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Here's the thing, though.
Who's the?
But hold on. Let me continue. Motherfuckers out here wearing dashikis. They wearing dashikis, throwing up the black fist, but they don't even know Some motherfuckers don't even know that Africa is not a country, it's a continent. So motherfuckers don't even know their own history, but they out here wearing dashikis and throwing up the fist because this is a copycat era. Anything that's thrown on social media is like, I'm going to do. It's getting some light, I'm going to do. And all I just hope for is that this movie, it continues to generate that unity and support from now on. Yes. And we know with these comic book movies, it's more so geared at the youth, the 10-year-olds, the 5-year-olds, the 6-year-olds, so they can inspire to say, damn, we have a black hero. You feel me? Yes. It's showing our culture within the movie and all that. I salute that greatly. But all these people, I see that. It's breaking. Yeah, and you know what? That's needed. That is actually that this movie is breaking
192 million.
Oh, it's at 192 million already?
Yeah.
Man, that's dope because that's an all black cast. So like I said, this is empowerment. I remember in the 90s, motherfuckers was wearing the Malcolm X medallions and shit like that and blasting Public Enemy. That was the 90s, different kind of era. So hopefully this Black Panther movie will do the same thing, hopefully, because my whole thing, hold up, we had Birth of a Nation about Nat Turner. Yes, that was a real fucking character, a real person that stood up, trailblazed for our future. Yes, and it didn't get the kind of support. Nope. You know, they let the white media throw the shit under the, you know what I'm saying? Because it was a black brother that actually brought that. Yes. To the screen. I never in a million years would have thought that Nat Turner's story would get on the big screen. Right. I mean, I was in that joint eating popcorn and watching him slay crackers, you know, slave owners, you know what I'm saying? And I never thought in a million years I would be eating popcorn watching Nat Turner fucking kill slave masters. You know what I'm saying? With the axe, not a gun. This nigga was cutting niggas' throats.
But here's the thing. This is what the difference in, like I said, when I went to go see Black Panther, I didn't expect what I saw. And I can close out in saying that the movie was about all of us being kings and queens. That's it. You know what I mean? And where do we see that in a movie? Like Coming to America. That wasn't the same. You understand what I'm saying? Because it was just like a joke. You understand what I'm saying? It was kind of different. You understand what I'm saying? This Black Panther, how can I put it? It just basically showed who we are as black people and what we can do, and the high expectation that's needed as black people. You understand? We're powerful, very powerful people, and everyone out there that's Afro-American, Black American, whatever you want to call yourself, you better know your worth, you better know your purpose, you better know who you are, because all of us are kings and queens. And they're very intimidated by us. We built America, and y'all better know it.
That's facts. We built America. That's facts, yo. You know what I'm saying? That's facts.
And this movie, oh man.
Yeah, that's facts.
I mean, even though it was like a comic and it had a little humor and stuff in it, but the message,
talk to the mic.
All the messages that they had in there was just astounding.
Yeah. See, the problem with me is, you know, I know too much about our history. You know, I know a lot about our history because I read, and all I suggest is a lot of
our black people don't like to read either.
They don't like to read, but they need to. Hopefully, this, you know, movie, you know, it'll change a lot of. Maybe it'll be a game changer. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that's what's up, yo. You know what I mean? Also, before we wrap things up, I gotta talk about. Did you see Chris Rock's stand up on Netflix. The new Chris Rock stand up. Yeah, he didn't do a stand up in 10 years. I watched it.
When did it come on?
That's the crazy thing is they didn't make no promotion about it. They just like fuck it. They
just
dropped
put it
it.
on.
It's like a Wednesday. They just said fuck it. We dropped it on Netflix, and they like fuck it. He Chris Rock. He got the name. You know what I mean? They can do that. And I watched it. I'm not gonna say it was one of his best stand ups. But he was saying a lot of real shit. He was so truthful and honest. You know, he talked a lot about his divorce. He said he cheated on his wife 3 times.
3 times.
Yeah, you know, he took that on the chin like a real man. And was like, it was my fault. You feel me?
Yeah.
He took it on the chin like a real man. Not many men do shit like that. Gotta shout out Chris Rock for that. You know, plus he was saying some real shit. He said peace. He said peace gets my penis hard.
Oh my.
You know what I'm saying? He don't want the drama. Okay. He know what cheating on his significant other did. So from moving forward, he don't want that. He done with the drama. You know, when you out here running and touching all these different souls, you know what I mean by that.
Yeah, I know. You know.
It creates drama. You know what I'm saying? Some people get an adrenaline rush off of touching all these different souls, but it's making you empty at the same time. You feel me?
Yeah, because they don't understand. People don't understand. You know, you going from body to body. You know what I mean? And in that body is a spirit. Okay, so when you take the bed, that spirit, you're taking to bed that spirit that spirit had prior to you, and vice versa. You know what I mean? So you gotta be ever so careful and stop doing it.
Yeah.
You know, what is it with people? They can't just stay with one person. Like, what's up with that? Is it something? Is it something with that individual though?
Well, you know what happens, and I gotta refer back to Chris Rock's stand up. You know what he said about? He said, "Don't get a divorce." He said, "Don't do it." He said, "You know what saves relationships and marriages?" You know what he said?
Right.
Continue to fuck and travel. Fuck and travel. Fuck and travel. That's what he said. And it's true. That's the medicine to everything.
Oh my God.
Because that's what you did to get that man. That's what both parties did to keep the happiness. You was fucking. You was fucking in the beginning.
No, like, come on.
No.
I'm trying to think back. Let me think back.
See, you thinking about the situation. You got to pull yourself out of thinking individually.
So when it's new. You trying to say
when it's new, what you doing?
You make love.
You fucking.
Well, you gotta say that word. It's so hard.
Because I'm Miz.
You just say make love. You talking about fucking.
Listen, yo,
no, make love.
Women don't want to be make love to. They want to get fucked and pull their weave out.
Excuse me, that's them young dumb girls, okay? They think the fast you bang, bang, bang. That's why.
I'm just playing. I'm just fucking.
I was about to say, don't get me hyped, because you know me. I go in. Yeah. These young girls don't know nothing about how to be a seasoned, mature woman. And it ain't about the bang, 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 bang. It's about the long, deep strokes. So don't go there now. Come on now.
Damn. Yo, goddamn. I know. Listen, yo, it's kind of awkward hearing that from my sis. But she is a woman.
But it's the truth.
Know, shout out Queen 215. Yeah.
I'm just keeping it real, okay? Yes, Queen keeping it real. Because, you know, women or men, I'm going to say men think, oh yeah, I can just bang, 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 bang. You ain't doing nothing. It's what's in the stroke. Okay? Now that's another segment.
Listen, we didn't went to another level with that, right? But I gotta thank Queen 215 for being my guest co-host. You know.
Thanks for having me.
And thanks for providing the wine.
No
What's the name of this wine again?
Kendall Jackson.
Kendall Jackson
Chardonnay.
Yeah, yo. So shout them out. You know what I mean? And
we also got another bottle that you didn't toss down. Glen Ellen. You tossing her? Glen Ellen. And
that's another bottle.
So we had a his and her.
Yeah. So
Glenda Ellen,
hey,
and
listen,
Kendall.
It is what it is. It tastes good. But we're gonna wrap things up. And continue to follow the podcast group, Facebook, that is.
Yeah.
Hood Geniuses Facebook group. Follow us on there. Follow us on IG. Follow us on Twitter, and it's Hood Geniuses Pod. You know, Google the name. Everything is out there. And like I always like to say, wrap things up. Dream hard and don't sleep forever. Thank you. Peace.
You are now an official Hood Genius. Thanks for listening. Make sure you subscribe and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Y'all know what to do.
Hit that follow button.